Ashay. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy Tea 1111 Energy. Thank you for all of the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Thank you to all of the family members who have found the new space. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Family, let me tell you something. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is just ignorance. Why did somebody ask me in a comment why I had to release the weight of deception and betrayal, right? Then they turned around and asked me, was I the one being deceiving and betraying? Excuse them, okay? Because this is where ignorance is just ignorance. When I say I am releasing the weight of deception and betrayal, that means as the world that we have been living in has been very deceptive and definitely betraying, okay? So for ignorance, it's not welcomed here. Okay? Anybody that comes in with ignorance, they're not welcomed here. Okay? We don't deal with ignorance. We don't deal with stupidity. Okay? Now this is somebody that I guess has just been walking around with birds flying around their head. This whole world has been deceptive, manipulative, and full of betrayal. Okay, so at the end of my prayer, when I say I release the weight of deception and betrayal, that means of the world's deception and betrayal, people's deception and betrayal, individuals' deception and betrayal. Okay, so don't let nobody ever pass or project their ignorance or stupidity onto you. All right, so let's go on and get to it. All right. I call upon the divine light to surround me. I invite my ancestors, guides, and protectors to stand with me. No harm, no deception, no lower energy may enter this space. Only what serves truth, healing, and highest good is welcomed here. And so it is. Ashe. So let's go on and tap into the energy. Let's see what the messages are that comes out. What is it that the divine creator of all living things needs and wants you to know? Your angels, ancestors, and spiritual team. Okay, anybody that, and I feel like this is, don't let nobody project their ignorance or stupidity onto you. Okay, that would be somebody that is very upset, very bitter because they can't do what you do. Okay, and that is the energy. That is who I picked up on. I was like, what did they just say? I said, dumbass. Oops. Ooh, good. We're rolling. I was thinking, how stupid could you be? You've been living in a world full of deception and betrayal, dummy. We don't do dumb over here. We don't do ignorant over here. We don't do stupidity over here. Okay? I promise you, family. Yeah, and that's great news. Look at divine. Yeah, that's great news. Okay, we don't do ignorance. We don't do stupidity. We don't do anything where someone that is that dumb, that ignorant tries to project. If you don't know that we've been living in a deceptive, manipulative, deceitful, betraying world, then I don't know what to tell you, dummy. Okay, so yeah, that's great news. We don't do that over here. Okay, family. All right. Yeah. Yep. Look, spirit is talking. Yeah, they're gonna have to sit down and think about that. They may want to apologize about their dumb comment. Well, they can't. They're not on this channel no more. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody here wants to possibly apologize. Okay, this could be some great news. Take it how it resonates, all right? But yeah, I was like, what? Ain't nobody being deceptive and betraying. You just mad because you can't do what I do. Yeah, well, I can't make it up. They just mad because they negative. They just living in this whole little, there's nothing wrong with the world. Okay, this is where you talk about somebody blind as a bat. Okay, this is that energy. Somebody's just out here blind as a bat, walking around ignorant and dumb as hell. And that's all I'm just going to say, all right? That part. Tell me more, Spirit. What is this great news pertaining to? Please and thank you. We don't do that. Some sort of collaborative effort when it came to people that are envying you, that energy I'm just speaking about, okay? So there's some great news here. Somebody could be collaborating. They definitely know for a fact that we've been living in a Decepticon world, okay? Somebody here could be wanting to align, all right? You may have some sort of purpose, okay? Some sort of focus that you may find or they may find in you, and in this alignment, it brings in success, especially when you've been dealing with, people out here that have been envious. Okay, they're envious because they can't do what you do, or they don't have, they're not gifted. It's okay. They may have gifts in other areas, but don't come over here asking me about my damn prayer when you obviously are an idiot. Like, I don't do idiot. I ain't lying. If you're idiot and you're dumb and you say dumb things and you ask dumb questions, okay, they have that saying, no question is a dumb question. That was the dumbest question I ever saw. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? They already know. Everybody in my family will tell you. Anybody coming from the old channel, they'll tell you I'm a truth speaker. I don't have time to be playing. So, you know what I'm saying? If the truth hurts, then yeah, this isn't going to be the space for you. I'm telling you, okay? So yeah, somebody out here has some great news. They may want to come in and collaborate with you because they know that people envy you, family. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Tell me more about this apology or whatever this is, Spirit, please and thank you. Somebody could be wanting to apologize because they know they're envious, but I don't want no apologies from no envious people. Okay, this apology could just be someone wanting to vent, okay? There's some things that they got to get off their chest. Well, they can get off their chest somewhere else because we don't do trolls either. The trolls can troll. I promise you. I just go on and block them. I ain't lying, y'all. I get rid of everything because it's like, get away from me because you mad. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who's mad. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been getting over it all my whole life. So now you get over it. See, there's a lot of people out here, they're pissed off because what you've been experiencing is touching their asses now. They don't even know how to handle it. Okay? And I mean, they're all melodramatic. I heard that last night during just meditating. You're dealing with a lot of melodramatic people in the world. They always play victim when the tables get turned, but the whole time everything was just on your back, on your shoulders, okay, weighing you down, okay, with the weight of the deception and the betrayal, okay. It wasn't a problem, but now that the weight is on them, oh boy, watch how dramatic these people get. They out here they're dramatic as hell, okay. But when it was you, family, you had to get over it type energy, right? Okay. Right, okay. You could have somebody coming towards you, all right, wanting to vent. They may ask you to go out and have a drink, have coffee, let's meet up for dinner or lunch or something, okay. Somebody's going to come towards you because they know they were stupid. Whatever they did, whatever they said, it was stupid. It made no sense, but they still said it. They still did it. Yeah, they may want to come in and give you a different perspective. There is no different perspective. When you're dumb, you're dumb. Bottom line, end of story. There's no excuse. There's no sugarcoating it. When you're of ignorance, you're of ignorance. When you refuse to and this is coming from my higher self. When you refuse to move with the divine creator of all living things and stand in your truth, you're done. I'm just going to lay it out there for you. You're done. Don't come over here thinking you're going to sugarcoat a lie to me. I'm going to see right through it type energy. And some of y'all are just sitting there looking at people just like that. You're looking at their negative ways. You're looking at their woe is me. You're looking at their melodramatic because everything that they told you to get over, now they're feeling it. Now it's like, they can't handle it. Yeah, they can never be you. Family, do you feel what I'm saying? These are the weakest links. The weakest links are now being taken out. We don't have time for you. You're weak and you're a link. Links and weak ones got to go. Okay? Like that. Seriously. Yeah, I can't make it up. They were full of deceit. These negative energies are always full of deceit. Period. They didn't have an honest bone in their body. Look at their history. For whoever this is resonating with and for whomever you are looking at their history, look at their history. All of them have been deceitful. All of them have been liars. All of them have been manipulative. All of them have betrayed you. Facts. We don't play with y'all. We know what y'all about. Tell me more, spirits. That was their future. This is them. I promise you. Negative, deceitful future. See, the tables have turned. See, everything they were passing out to you, family, everything they were telling you to get over, everything they were telling you all, just, it'll be okay, get over it, it'll be fine. Nah, now they're going to have to get over it. Their negative, deceitful future, they're going to have to get over it. Now the tables have turned. Period. They're upset here. Okay, because you could be having a gift come in, okay? This could be something that is mutual, okay? A friendship, gift, some sort of mutual understanding. Yeah. And that's why they're going to have to say goodbye. Anybody that's in your life that's negative, deceitful, and that was their future intent, goodbye to them. Facts. Okay? We don't have time for those type. You're a liar. You're a con artist. You're deceiving. You trying to just be in the in crowd of those type of people. Bye. This ain't the platform for you. I promise you. We don't do liars. We don't do thieves. We don't do deceit. We don't do betrayers. If you are rocking like that, get on. Because I will start returning that kind of energy to sender. But see, I've been better. Okay? I don't have to return anything anymore. The divine does it for me. Okay? So you may be in that energy, family, where you don't have to return nothing to sender because the divine's going to do it for you, especially after the divine checks in on your temperature. When the divine checks in and when you tap in and you check in, the divine will take care of all things in due time and in divine timing. So somebody right now, they could be trying to check in on your temperature, okay? They could be trying to check in to see how you're doing and what you're doing. Yeah, you're doing just fine as long as they stay away from you. The negative, deceitful future intentions of these people. Yeah, goodbye. You said bye to that. You don't have time for that. And that's everybody across the board. Man, woman, child, black, white, yellow, purple, green, alien. Okay, anybody coming in that's negative and deceitful, and that is their future intent, deuces. Okay, peace. And not the kind of peace where peace, love, and earth, but deuces. Okay, literally. You don't have time for that. Anybody trying to come in and check in to see how you're doing so that they can run that, it's goodbye. Now, when you're checking in with the divine, when you're tapping into your angels, your ancestors, and your spiritual team, and they're doing that temperature check, and you're conversating with them on a higher intellectual, higher vibrational level, yeah, that's where your gifts come in at. Okay, so you could have somebody coming out here trying to check your temperature, trying to see where you at. Somebody may be wanting to brag, okay? It says, I will always enthusiastically share amazing things. See, this is this person, okay? This is this person. This is this bragger's energy to me. It feels like, somebody might just want to come check in and brag to you about something they got going on. But this was that person that was negative and deceitful in your life. They're trying to find a way back in. No, thank you. We don't care. I promise you. See, something about organic here. You're organic and you're authentic. You don't mind organic growth. See, somebody thought they were going to, make you fall off and you just, please, you good with it. You're good with organic growth. You are good with, tapping in and letting things evolve and grow as they should. There's not a problem with that. You are very patient. Something about that, if nothing else, the divine has always made it a way for you to grow organically. You understand and understand patience is a virtue. Many of you haven't had a choice. You've had to be patient. Many of you have waited for this day. It is finally here. You've waited your whole lifetime for this day. Because a lot of the people that were turning your world upside down, their worlds are now being turned upside down. You're not worried about it. You're used to whatever it is you've been going through. Now, they're getting ready to get used to it. Because they're not going to have a choice. Message. Okay, family? That is the energy. Yeah. You're building a safe space, okay? You accept and respect the fact that who you are and asked only for the same in return is being returned. Period. You've always showed respect. You've always been generous, but you had a lot of people out here that were negative, deceitful. That's what they fed their whole energy on, was to keep a negative, deceitful future. Bye to that. It says, I accept and respect you for who you are and ask only for the same in return. These people didn't respect you. They didn't care about you. So now you've asked for whatever it was they gave you in return. Now everybody is around here crying. Now they're melodramatic. Now they're like, oh no. Excuse me. Wait, why are you crying? Well, I'm confused. Why are they crying, family? See, they told you to put up with it. They told you, oh, you're melodramatic. Oh, you're just overreacting. Oh. That's what they told you. Mm-hmm. Now that they're going through the things that you've always gone through, and that's honesty. Look at that there. Now that they're going through the things you've always gone through. You've always spoke your truths. You never held anything back. You've always been honest. Period. Despite how this world painted you out to be. You've always been the one who has persevered. And what does their good book say? Those that were last shall be first, and those that were first shall be last. And that's the honest to God truth. They're going through it now. Okay? And that is the energy. Yeah. Because these people had no empathy. You were a very empathetic person. You're a very empathetic culture. Take it how it resonates. Okay? So now that they didn't understand the empathy, okay, or when you were seeking some sort of empathy, and everybody looked at you like, well, now let's see where their empathy comes from. Okay, yeah, let's see where their empathy comes from, because you're just a reflection of their rejection. That's it. You're just a reflection of their rejection. They always blaming somebody. Well, who they gonna blame now? Because you have pulled yourself all the way out of that loop. You don't care, and that's literally your energy. You do not care anymore. See, when you did care, it wasn't reciprocated. So now you don't care. Yeah, now you don't care. So you are now a reflection of their rejection. Message. Okay, family, so I'm gonna leave that message there. Take it how it resonates. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes, and we are getting ready to close out. All right, I release the weight of deception and betrayal. I stand rooted in my truth. I call back my power, my light, and my peace. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful day. Ashe.